Boo! Hey guys, welcome back to the Raven's Nest. For those of you here for the first time, my name is Raven and I am on a journey to lose over 100 pounds. And today I have been tagged by Too Fat, Too Furious in a spooky edition of Get to Know You. Hey friends, welcome back, and never mind, those are just some other friends. They just want to come over and party. Um, I am so excited to be tagged in a spooky edition of Get to Know You because Halloween is my favorite time of the year. I love everything spooky, horror, creepy. I love all of these things. Hence the special ambiance for this video. I wish I could have done more spook, but we're working with what we got here. So, Too Fat, Too Furious, they tagged me in their spooky edition of Get to Know You, their last spooky edition of Get to Know You. And I've got all their questions right here. And we're going to try and get them answered before my friends back there break in and get me. So, the first question is, would you ever go to a graveyard at night? I think that I would go to a graveyard at night. I think I would feel more comfortable if, like, my son and or my husband were there with me, uh, but I would go to a graveyard at night. I mean, in the movie The Crow, they said it the best. Uh, there's nothing to fear because everybody's already dead. So, there you go. And then, in a zombie apocalypse, what is your weapon of choice? When I heard them say that question in their video, automatically what came to mind is Lucille. Lucille is one of the coolest weapons I have ever seen. Negan knew how to wield that thing and make me very fearful. So I would definitely want a Lucille on my side, for sure. Let's see. In a horror movie, who do you want to be? The final girl, the first to die, the comic, the skeptic, the smart one, or the killer? So, I just gotta show you. That's right. But I want to be a final girl with no sequel because they tend to die pretty immediately in the sequel. So I want to be the final girl that gets to have that turn because the final girl always has some kind of turn. There is a moment where, it seems pretty hopeless and she's pretty sure she's going to die. But then she has this flip, and you can tend to see it like in her face. It just changes, like it changes in her eyes and in her whole face, and that's when you know that's her. That's what's gonna happen. She is going to defeat the baddie, and then she just becomes the biggest badass in the film, and she figures out how she's gonna survive, and she becomes the final girl. She survives, but then somehow in the sequel she ends up being like basically the first one to die. And so I want to be a final girl with no sequel because I don't want to come back and die in the second one. It says, while watching scary movies, which one are you? The person who yells at the characters, the person with eyes covered, or the one who falls asleep? So I am probably a cross between the one who is yelling at the characters and the one who's covering their eyes. So I'm very like this. Don't go in there. What are you doing? Are you stupid? Don't you understand? Don't you pay attention to your surroundings? I mean, I've seen a lot of horror films, so I am very judgmental of the characters in other horror films. Your favorite scary book? Hands down, Regulators, Richard Bachman. Regulators by Richard Bachman, which is the pen name of Stephen King. That story, no matter how many times I have read it or listened to it, it does something to my imagination. I get so deep into this story that it frightens the bananas out of me. Like I have trouble sleeping because it just gets into your head. It gives me bad dreams. Like I am worried during the day about what might happen. Like it really builds on fear and anxiety, and what's true about the people around me, because it could be taken over by talk at any time. Like it is just so in your mind. And I tell you what, when I listen to it, even more than when I physically read it out of the book, but when I listen to the book, I'm even more frightened. Like there is not another book that has scared me and gotten into my head more than The Regulators. And then there's Desperation, which is basically the same story, with the characters kind of reversed around. But hands down, yeah, The Regulators. If you have not read The Regulators or listened to The Regulators, I suggest you go do it. It is a fantastic, well written, but he always knows what he's doing, of course, because he's the master of scare. So I suggest that you go and check that out. How old were you when you saw your first horror film? I don't know how old I was. I know that I was little, and I know that it has scarred me to this day. The first time I saw anything horror-esque was Killer Clowns from Outer Space, and um, that scarred me. And then, of course, it just kind of topped it off. I, to this day, have a fear of clowns. I, no, that is not a thing in my life. Clowns do not belong in my life at all. Um, I think after that, though, came Nightmare on Elm Street, but I was totally fine with that. But something about Killer Clowns from Outer Space, especially, spoiler alert, when he uses the human as a puppet, when he has him on his knee. No, Dunzo. Dunzo, that was it for me. I did not appreciate that, and yeah, and I get laughed at for that answer a lot, but I don't care. That's what it did to me. Okay, so if I can get this to come back. No, it's stuck on their video and not the questions. Okay. Um, Gore, slasher, ghost story, or thriller? That's hard to answer because I love all of them. If it is a horror or thriller genre, I want to watch it. I want to inject it into my eye holes right now. Like, I need to see it. Um, which one do I prefer? I don't know. I don't know if I have a preference. It's been a really long time though since a movie like really shook me, really, really scared me, because I've seen so many that it's been just a really long ass time since something really scared me. So I guess right now I just have to say whichever one could get me scared. Um, yeah, because yeah, I mean, I like them all. I like gore. That's why I have the Hostel collection. I, I like slashers, which is why I collect things like uh, Halloween and Nightmare on Elm Street and those types, and ghost stories, which are fantastic. So all the paranormal films are right up my alley. I love those things. I love the way that they keep me guessing, especially when it feels so real life. I like that. Found footage type are especially the best. And thrillers, just because it seems a lot like it could really happen in your life. That kind of thing really, really gets me, and I love that kind of stuff. So, um, yeah, I love them all. If you had to be trapped in a scary movie, which one would it be? When they answered this on their channel, when Too Fat, Too Furious answered this on their channel, my mind automatically went to the Wrong Turn series, which made my son go, "Why? You could never survive that movie. Like, it's unsurvivable. That family is unsurvivable." Which I tried to say, "Well, I've seen enough. I could survive anything." Um, but they are unsurvivable. I basically would have to join the family to try and survive. If you guys have not seen any Wrong Turn films, um, they're cheesy and hokey, but they're also deliciously wonderful. They do get gory at times, but for as gory, campy as they are amazing, and I love that series. It's one of my favorite series. Um, but then G said scary movie, and I said, oh my gosh, if we are going that route, if we're gonna go slightly silly with this answer, then hands down, Tucker and Dale versus Evil. I want to be stuck in that movie for a couple of reasons. Because one, um, I've seen enough movies to know how not to be killing myself on their property. Two, I'm not half hillbilly, so I don't have to worry about turning crazy and becoming the psycho killer. And three, I can relate to Tucker and Dale so well that we'd become really fast friends, and suddenly it would become Tucker, Dale, and Raven. And I love Tucker and Dale versus Evil. Like, when I originally saw that trailer, I thought, no way, this is going to be like the worst, campiest B movie film ever. And I wanted nothing to do with it. And then months later, when we were looking at previews of movies to watch, and my husband was like, let's watch this. And I was like, oh, geez, why? Why are we going to watch this? And within probably the first 10 minutes, I was like, sold on Tucker and Dale. Like, yeah, Tucker and Dale. So if we're going to go that route, I want to be stuck in Tucker and Dale versus Evil forever. Number 9, you're home alone, but you hear footsteps in the house. What do you do? Well, I'm a curious scaredy cat. So I'm home alone, but I would never be home alone without my dog. So me and the doggy, we grabbing a heavy weapon and we checking it out. Because I am scared and I'm concerned for my safety, but at the same time, I ain't about to let no one be in my house and do something. So the dog and I, we're gonna check it out. We're gonna see what's going on. Hopefully it's nothing. And if it's something, hopefully it's something the dog can take care of for me. And hopefully I don't regret that decision. And the final question is, how much would they need to pay you to spend a night in a haunted house? Um, 0. I would do it for free, especially if I could have my kiddo and my husband there, and a definite plus would be the dog. But my kiddo loves this kind of stuff. My husband is not afraid of anything, like, ever at all. So if I could have those two with me, it would make it easier. I think the only place I would not spend the night is probably Waverly Hills. If you guys have never heard of Waverly Hills, look that up. I would explore Waverly Hills for a little bit of time, but I would definitely not stay the night. But I do actually have a dream of doing a haunted road trip where I just go on the road and visit all these haunted locations and even stay in some haunted places. So haunted hotels, haunted houses, haunted whatever. I think that would be a super fun trip. So there you have it. That was the 10 get to know me spooky edition. I know the ambiance is different, but it is supposed to be spooky. And I hope you enjoyed my friends back here as well. I know that they really want to come in and party it up with me. Probably not. They're probably just hungry and want some breakfast, but anyways, I know I'm supposed to tag some people. I don't have them right off the bat in my head, so I'm going to have to think about it while I do some editing. But just know that I'm so grateful that all of you guys are here. I'm grateful for Too Fat, Too Furious for tagging me in this because I love Halloween. I love all spooky things. And I love you guys, Too Fat, Too Furious, because you guys are amazing. Again, if any of you guys have not checked them out, go now. Go check out Too Fat, Too Furious. They are the best. Go. Stop this video. Go check them out. Like them. Subscribe to them. Go. Go now. What are you waiting for? And if you liked this video, then please hit that thumbs up button. If you didn't, go ahead and hit that thumbs down button. Leave a comment below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon if you want to know anytime I upload. I am looking to grow the nest, grow the family. I am blessed every time you guys come on here and watch my videos. You guys truly, truly, truly make my heart feel so fulfilled, so happy. I love doing this. I love being here. I love making these videos, and I love just living life with all of you guys. If you guys have any other kind of get to know you type questions, feel free to ask them. I am happy to make more videos for you guys like this. I'm happy to do challenges, Q&As, whatever it is that you guys want. Just let me know in the comments below, or you can go ahead and send me an email or a snail mail in the description box below. There should be some contact information, so you just let me know. I am grateful that you guys stuck through this whole video, and I am looking forward to catching up with you in the next one. So until then, guys, remember to take care of yourselves, take care of each other, love yourselves, love each other, and remember, I care for you, and you should care for you. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for stopping by the nest, and happy Halloween!